Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Lake Elsinore Special. Breaking news just hit that President Donald Trump has issued another government shutdown, declaring a state of emergency address. The government shutdown just ended January 25th, 2019, so tune in as we break some news to you guys. The President of the United States is calling for a state of the emergency to have the infamous wall built. The 45th president addressed the Democratic Party if they don't grant money for the wall, that he'll declare a federal state of emergency to fund money for the wall. The government shutdown began on December 22nd, 2018, which lasted 35 days. Because of the government shutdown, federal government workers, such as 1.3 military personnel, were reporting to work, although their paychecks were delayed. Even government contractors are working unpaid. During the government shutdown, all national parks were closed. Workers have a family to provide for, and this shutdown has caused many financial headaches for these government workers. The actions of President Trump have not only been egregious, but also tasteless, because of all of the workers whom are going to work despite not being paid for their service. These are the trials and tribulations of the foolery that goes on with the American Senate and the president. In past history, Trump has declared bankruptcy 6 times for failed businesses. Chapter 11 bankruptcy, which is a protection plan that allows a business to stay in business while its debt is collected and wiped away, which could be in cahoots with the term bond, which means a company sells its debt to a person into the stock market who is wanting to create a way to have shareholders. Also, remember, when a company sells its bond, which means debt, that means that whoever buys this bond becomes a percentage and a part ownership within that company. Back in 1990, President Donald Trump opened a casino in Atlantic City, and 6 months later, President Trump sold the company's bonds to shareholders because of the outstanding company debt. President Trump has declared multiple bankruptcy claims as a loophole to get around funds for his businesses. That's what he's doing to fund the wall, by declaring a state of emergency to fund the wall, because during a state of emergency, there is no choice for the government to declare funds for whatever is needed for that emergency. And that's my opinion on what President Trump is doing to have this wall built. So since the government shutdown has ended and reopened as of today, that means that Donald Trump is basically going to run this wall business as if it's his own personal business. Hip-hop's greatest of all time MC, Nasir Jones, aka Esco, aka Godson, aka Nas, was responsible for feeding over 100 federal workers during the government shutdown over the past 35 days. At his famous restaurant called Sweet Chick NYC, which is located in Brooklyn and Queens, New York City. Kudos to the GOAT. Also, stay tuned for another edition of the Lake Elsinore Special. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Lake Elsinore Special. My name is Carter. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, future interview coming up. Trey Fitz has some new heat for you, has some new merchandise, so make sure you go support the homie at outfitsclothing.com. Peace.